Hey everybody, look on the screen. It is the beautiful Dr. Contessa Metcalfe from Married to Medicine. Listen, let's talk about that birthday party. The birthday party that had the $40,000 budget. I'm going to play this excerpt first from the party. And this is her husband giving a speech because I was looking for something that I didn't quite see. So let's go ahead, if you will, listen to this. Um, it's interesting, at least to me. He actually knows hers. So they're proof. So here's the party.
Everybody, eyes over here. Well, everybody, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight. I don't know if she's told you guys, but this is her first major birthday party in her whole life. And I also will tell you that she did a lot to get this party going.
She said she did a lot. She did everything she said.
She's a strong force in our household. I celebrate her for it. And I'm going to share one more thing with you. A long time ago, before my mother passed, me and my mother, we would watch movies together. And she said, Contessa remind me of Rose. She's like, Rose will jump back on the boat for your ass, just like she did on Titanic.
Why do the women gotta go through such a struggle to earn their position with a man? I'm going down. This Rose though.
Quad.
Like, why? All right, please, Ian, have a good time. Thank you guys for coming out. There's fun outside. There's fun inside. Enjoy yourself.
Now, listen to what's going to happen next. They're going to go ahead and head outside to the ladies, and they're going to have a little conversation about the party, okay? So check this out. They're on the patio.
Because it's my party. Somebody needs to be able to tell the difference between y'all and me.
She's so cute.
Did you have a good time tonight? Did you want your husband to go, or were you okay?
I just said this is my last year of my 40s, and I'm not going to leave my 40s in this first half of my life with any regrets. And I think I had a vision in my head. I don't know if it would have been what I was expecting if somebody else planned it for me. Like, what if he did something like in the backyard? I really wanted to be somewhere where people could get drinks.
Well, why not just tell him that and then have him do it?
I told him. I've been waiting. You know me. I wait 20 years.
You hear what she said? She said,
Been what I was expecting if somebody else planned it for me. Like, what if he did something like in the backyard? I really wanted to be somewhere where people could get drinks.
Well, why not just tell him that and then have him do it?
I told him. I've been waiting. You know me. I wait 20 years.
so she said, she told him, and she been waiting. So that right there lets you know she told him what she wanted for that party. And she been waiting, so that leads me to believe, okay, she told him, and obviously, and I know they have a lot going on. They just bought that building. Congratulations. Wow. For their medical practices, because they're both doctors. But she said she told him, and she been waiting. So that lets me know he didn't get a move on, ladies. Let a chick live. He didn't get a move on. So what happened? He didn't get a move on, so she started doing it herself. And that was Toya. That was Toya, right? LaToya asking the question. Yeah. It's clear to me. She says she told him and she been waiting. So it did. And I guess he didn't make any move. So she did it herself. Why? Because that's what she wanted. To me, it also makes, and I've been kind of suspecting this guy when she was saying she wanted to be like, I think, what was it, Surgeon General, something of that effect. And she went someplace to study, had gotten an apartment, and he just threw a little blankety blank fit over the kids, needing her to be there. So then she stops that, comes home, he out for the weekend going on a trip. It's like, really? See, the sacrifices that women make. She's a beautiful girl, stays in perfect shape, and then they've got 4 kids? Having 4 kids and being a mom in their practice and being able to exercise, man, that's a feat in itself. He should be worshiping her. But obviously, in my opinion, he didn't. That's why she didn't see him getting cracking, so she did. Don't let him stop your grind what you want. So she gave it to herself, and I commend her for that. She said, I told him. And she been waiting. They've been together for 20 years. So she probably knew at some point it ain't going to happen. She didn't want a backyard party. She wanted what she wanted. And obviously, he wasn't delivering. So she did it herself. The other thing is, what I was waiting on, and maybe it happened. If you are aware of it, let me know. I was like, where's the big birthday gift from him? You gave that little speech about, your mama says she's like Rose. And sometimes you can be that ride or die. Good luck with that, because quite often the ride or die might be the one that sometimes get used, just speaking in general. I'm not saying Contessa is, but the ride or die chick, sometimes that expectation, you don't want that label. Because I've seen a lot of women ride or die no matter what. And it's like, yeah, getting the short end of the stick, buttercup. Where was the big gift for her? That's what I was waiting to see. What did you get Contessa? I'm sure she has everything but something. Where was the big gift for Contessa? That was your moment to floss, man, for your wife. What was the big old rock? Maybe she didn't want one. Necklace, tennis bracelet. At a certain age, my opinion, every woman got to have a diamond tennis bracelet. It's just it's at a certain age, I think every woman needs a diamond tennis bracelet. That's just me. But I grew up that way. It's just it's just, and that's my father, that my dad, he did that with our mom. Before I had this bracelet, and I still have it. Have this bracelet, and something with the clasps, and something told me to check it out. So I took it back to the jeweler, well-known jeweler that's known everywhere. And I had no idea this was passed down from my dad to my mom, and he got her something way, way, way bigger, better. And so she gave it to me. And when that lady, she was like, yeah, I need to go ahead and get it fixed, because if you lose this brace and you have to replace it, we might can find you one for $5,000. I said, might? She said, yeah, the size of the diamonds. She said, if we had to replace this bracelet today with the same size of the diamonds, you're looking at $7,000. I was like, oh my God, really? Me, and I don't really wear it. That's a family heirloom. It's from my dad. I just gave my niece, maybe a year and a half ago, a ring that my dad gave me, my first diamond ring. That's what I like. That's what my dad got me when I was 18. I don't want a class ring. No, I do diamonds. Everybody in high school, they want a class ring. I don't want no class ring. Diamonds, daddy. And my father got it for me. So it is, I don't have any, I'm not a mom. So I just, thank God I have a niece. So just my era, every girl, aunt, my mom, my sister, tennis bracelet, you got to have that. So where was the big gift for Contessa? Where was it? I didn't see it. So this right here, they've been together for 20 years. On the show, they have forecasting and showed some little, things in their marriage. Don't forget, he was on the show when she said, when she was like studying, she wanted to be, I think it was Surgeon General. She would have loved to aspire to be that. And he was like, I was almost done with your ass. Wow, that's really sweet. So I've been a little bit sus on Scott. I really have been. So yeah, she said she told him and she'd been waiting. So he obviously didn't make a move. So guess what? Girl, you a boss. You got this. I commend her. Do you? He didn't make a move? No. Was he going to hire somebody to make a move? I mean, you can't pick up the phone, bruh. He didn't make a move, so she did it herself. And she's a happy camper. So this right here, women discussing it, they just know the man. It speaks volumes about him. Again, where was the gift, dude? Where was it? That's what I didn't see, and I was really disappointed. Life is business. So is marriage. So maybe, I can't say, but maybe, a lot has transpired and they're operating it as a business, two people that can get along. They see it, maybe they see it for what it is. They can get along and have this family. They have a business together. That marriage operates however it operates. Whatever works for them works for them. But yeah, she told him, we've been together for 20 years. You think she don't know that man? And at some point realizing, okay, I don't see any activity, she went ahead and did it herself. He could have hired somebody. And already it probably would have been on a lower budget because he was mentioning he would have cut the food in half. She wanted something celebratory and it was her biggest moment. Dude, why couldn't you do it? Really? And again, where was the gift? Because I didn't see it. Maybe it was so grind they didn't show it. It was like a lady, I met her. She said, oh, I've been wanting to meet you. She's sweet. I don't know her real well. She goes, oh, so I'm like, yeah, that's me. He's like, I was been wanting to meet you. I hadn't seen you. I'm like, yeah, you probably have this person who's the manager, kind of managing. Yeah, but that's me. I've been wanting to meet you. Okay. And that's when I realized, I said, oh, okay, Becky, okay, you want to support a woman business? Girl, I appreciate you. And just talking, I commend women for following their own path. And I said to myself, I am so glad. I knew she was a mom. I was thinking maybe one kid. She had a couple of kids. And I said, I am so glad she kept her education going and kept her career. Because now that woman is divorced and she has children. She still can make her own money. She still has her career. I said, I am so glad that she went ahead and finished her schooling and got her career going. Because, honey, maybe they're divorced, but you're raising those kids. You got your own career. You got your own good paycheck. I was like, that for women. Yes, girl. Thanks for being supportive of me. I've been wanting to meet you. I was like, oh, thank you. But yeah, I said, I'm so glad that she continued her education and she got her degree and she has her own career. So not sitting, not waiting on my husband. So the same with Contessa. This right here, the marriage part of it has been played out what we've seen on the screen. But I must say, I'm proud of her. He said she's not moving. Don't let it stop your happiness. Things change, people go through phases. Don't let them stop your happiness. Like I said, they seem to get along. So that's their marriage. They have obviously an understanding. So I commend her on that. Oh, he's not making a move. Spend the money yourself. Spend the money on you if that's what you want. And it was her first major birthday. Honey, you worked hard. You deserved it. She deserved it. So to me, it's not a bad look for her. I know it shows him. I commend her. You got your career, honey. You've raised your kids. You still working. You look fabulous. He ain't the only fish in the sea. Trust and believe. I'm just saying something would happen. I thought I want something to happen. But trust and believe, honey. I bet you she can find something better. With her looking what she got going on, he may be a doctor. I can promise you, she can find a man with a yacht. Oh, I promise you. Someone say, well, that's all she can find, sweetie. Oh, she got 4 kids. Are you crazy? That's that old dust bucket. No offense intended, that old broke down BC stuff. These men create these old fatherless homes. She's an accomplished woman. I've seen Black women go from regular jobs, hook up with a non-Black man, especially in the WPB. They're not jogging on that beach on an island for nothing, honey. And it's already a friendly place. I've seen that happen, and boom. Huh. Well, look where she lives. You have to have a net worth minimum of $5 million to even move in there. Huh. You have to. And that was over 10 years ago. 10 years ago, you had to have $5 million to live there. Gee, I wonder why. And that person, she was had drive. She didn't have any kids, but she was working, and boom. So trust me, a physician, the way she looked, girl, you can get the guy with the yacht. Okay, on Flagler Drive. I know you can. So some people think that, well, he's a Black man and he's a doctor, and There are different kind of men out there, believe it or not. I know to some of y'all it might be shocking. They come in all sizes, you know what I'm saying? If you can find a good guy, that's just great. But don't limit yourself. So yeah, this right here, I commend her. So he obviously wasn't making a move. That tells me he had no intentions of giving her the birthday party of her that she really wanted. She already told him. I commend it. She made a move. So that right there, don't even waste your time discussing Scott. Because people want to kind of put holes in people's marriages, you know what I'm saying? Toya, girl, we'll see about Eugene. I don't think he's that guy, but he traveling a whole lot. People could say things about Eugene. You know, a lot of women think, oh, this is Chubby Chunker. He's safe. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to call him. I'm not saying he's Chubby Chunker. He's lost weight, but someone would be thinking, oh, I married safe. I'm sure Cynthia Bailey thought the same thing when she married old Uncle Ben, aka Peter. I call him old Uncle Ben. That's what he looks like, to be honest. And he's now in jail, unfortunately, on those taxes, the payroll taxes. But yeah, people popped up the same. She popped up the same thing. I said, Cynthia Bailey, I bet she married. She called herself marrying safe. You know, he's old, huh? Child, he got the restaurants opening and look like things start to be. What's this? Girls touching on him. All kind of rumors start to flying around Peter, Uncle Ben, the restaurant, the money. I don't think he would have had it if it wasn't for Cynthia, because he definitely married up. That's the first time, I'm sorry, I've seen in my life any woman that's successful marry an old man that has hardly no money. He couldn't pay for the wedding based on the show. Why? She probably called herself marrying safe. So people like to, punch holes in marriage. The world sees it. We see it for what it is. He's fooling nobody. But again, so I commend her. She told him he didn't move. Go get it yourself, girl, and be happy. You have your man, y'all have a business together, you have your career. You can make it even if he wasn't here, to be honest. So yeah, I commend her. I've been seeing this dude. When I heard that statement made, I was almost done with your ass. Oh, you were? Oh, I get you. Uh-huh. Again, looking at Contessa, honey, she can snatch one that's got a yacht. I didn't say a boat, I mean a yacht. Like at the marina on Flagler in Palm Beach. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Billionaires Row. Trust me. She's that girl. I didn't say millionaire. I mean over that bridge, for those who know, Billionaires Row. You know, Church Mouse, all the shopping over there, ladies. Uh-huh. All the stores. You know that if you're familiar with it, that area. And y'all know it too, because if you see me do videos just walking down Flagler, what have you. I used to live on Flagler. So yeah. Anyway, so that right there. Oh, why didn't he do it? She had already told him. She did the right thing. Make you happy. That's probably a lot of women. They have their happiness all revolved around a man, and then when things go wrong, they're in the headspace of like, where am I? Who am I? So she's smart, beautiful, and strong. So yeah, he obviously didn't make a move. So I'm glad she did it. Anyway, like I said, where was the gift, bro? Dude, where was the gift? Where was the Tiffany necklace around her neck? Where was the gift? I know you've got it. You can get it. I just gave my cousin a while ago my Tiffany necklace. And I gave another necklace. I haven't told my husband because he'll be freaking out. Oh, Lord. Cousin of mine, we had just met, and she told me a horrible story. And I knew she was hurting. Oh, it just makes me so mad. The man did her wrong. Oh, that guy. But he is gone. No loss. And so, one of my favorite necklaces, it was a diamond, and I don't do diamond, and I don't do ZC, believe me. Like I said, I have not to my husband because he'll be going, you did what? Oh my gosh. I can just see it now. But I wanted her to have that. because I knew she was hurting. And that old dust bucket that she married, he ain't giving her a dime. It might be a diamond or ZC if that. And made me so happy just to see her happy. From honey, from mine and yours, enough of this stuff. And I love the necklace. But I wanted her to have that, to know about all that hurt. You are loved. And girl, this is what you deserve. This is, yeah. You deserve that Tiffany box. Boom. This is what you deserve. And it blew her mind, and I knew it. I wanted her to know you got to value. We value each other as women. See it as a family heirloom. And it wasn't no, it was heart-shaped diamond. So this wasn't no, oh, they got these. No. Hello, the Tiffany box. Like I said, I haven't told my husband. I'm not going to tell him because, oh my gosh, he just going to be like, all those years of hurt, it's a new beginning. We share about ourselves, and we love each other as family and as women. And she was just like, when that part is over. And if he was still here, I'm going to ask you for his phone number because I'm going to let him have it. That's what I really want to do. Let this, but can't do that. But so the way people feel, giving makes me feel good. It does. Like I said, it makes me feel, most people are like, are you crazy? Honey, I've already worn this stuff for so long. Why not share it and make somebody else's day? I remember when I was on the broke girls term, I just happened to be in the right circles. And I remember when rich people, some of their Armani jackets in my closet, I didn't buy them. Somebody gave them to me. Yeah. I told you one with the price tag on it, $2,800 plus the taxes. That's one of my favorite ones. Somebody gave it to me. You see? And it just comes around. So yeah, I'm a girl's girl. I saw her hurting like that. Oh, that made me so mad. And people say, oh, that's, diamonds are girls' boyfriend. Honey, the man can be gone. Those diamonds going to live on. Trust me. Have a breakup with a boyfriend so let something go wrong. Oh, it didn't go wrong? Girl, what that ring he gave you? Okay, so how much is that ring worth? That ring worth about $8,000 or $10,000. You know you can get half. Take it to a jeweler and just, you don't have to sell it, and just test it. I've done it. That relationship didn't work. Still got the rock. How much? They'll probably, if it's worth 10, you can probably get 5 for it. I didn't sell it. I just wanted to see how much. If I want to sell this, they get that little loop out. I can give you 4,000. I can do 5. The best I can do is 5. Want to go ahead and wait a minute. Wait a minute. So it's when the person gave it to you, it was probably on a good time, but things happen. So I was disappointed. Where is her gift? And I wish my cousin a whole lot of happiness, girl. I gotta call and check on her. Where is the thought, dude? So yeah, so just like he didn't think enough to actually get the party that she wanted going, she said she waited so she made it happen herself. Where is the gift, bro? I just didn't see it. Where is it? That should have been your moment on stage to come out with something aside a speech about you and your mom and who wants to be Rose on the struggle of. Qual was right. I always got to be a struggle to earn your position. Child, if it's a struggle, I don't want it. Things will happen in a marriage, trust and believe, and you can go through struggles. Sometimes you got to work together, man. You might get some news that'll just shock you. So I look at things like that. Like I said, me, I love to give. That's me. I'm that girl. If I got a bunch of stuff and I'm not doing that, when I do a closet purge, because I have been that girl fashionista. What my auntie said, my uncle said, she don't need no more purses. My auntie said, you keep me on that list. Keep me on that list, okay? So yeah. So that right there, I love to give. And then you look up, somebody might give more to you. And I'm gonna tell you, out of all I've given, you probably wouldn't believe, out of all the Gucci and Louis, what have you, and maybe a few diamonds that I've given, I've gotten so much more in return. And that's why I believe that. I do. Sometimes it's been a tough year. Woo. It has been you have no idea what has been going on with me behind this camera and what still is. I believe in karma. Then my husband called me yesterday and he's like, got excellent news. I'm like, oh, what is it now? He probably done found some property. He been saying I want to fix it where you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. Looks like he's definitely making some progress. Anyway, but this guy, we see him for who he is. Where's the gift, Scott? Speaks volume. So ladies, always maintain your own identity. Don't, if it's not working out with a husband, you still go on. She did the right thing, so having that party. Anyway, gotta go. Let me know what you all think. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out.